Welcome to Beowulf, the game. As published on Xbox 360, as based on Beowulf the movie, the 2007 theatrical production, as directed by Robert Zemeckis.
And it's another Ubisoft production.
Made possible by Dolby Digital.
And PhysX.
By Agea. And of course, Paramount. In addition to a number of other backers, producers, artists, tradesmen, industry professionals who put together this game. Yes, it is in fact a game. It's supposed to simulate a movie, but it is a game. It's supposed to be entertaining as a game.
Those are some nice cherry blossom tree Shangri-La.
Right? Like they use the credit for the gaming company by showing what the gaming company is good for.
Are you sure this is a video game, Mr. Cloud?
I'm positive. See, Polar Express also was a video game. It was a movie license game, but it was still a game. Brought to you by Image Movers.
We just spent roughly a minute and 10 seconds on fucking production logos.
Oh yeah. And to tell you the truth, I can't remember whether or not you can actually skip those when you boot the game up.
I was gonna ask that too. I was really gonna ask that. Oh, God.
I'm leaning towards no, not because of a design oversight, but because they really wanted to make sure that if people played this game, which uses the likenesses of the various characters and actors who played in Beowulf 2007, got the credit that was justly due to them. So, Mr. Gradette, what do you know about the epic called Beowulf?
Well, I do know that aside from the Epic of Gilgamesh, it's one of our oldest. Living literary pieces that we have, specifically because of how recently it started to get transcribed. The thing is, that's most of what I know about it. I know that I've gone through the first half of Beowulf before, but there's a segment of Beowulf where they're traversing through the mountains and they're confusing a band of mourners for a fire-breathing great worm, and I'm like, I have not actually finished reading all of Beowulf, but I am familiar with the 2007 movie. I have watched it once, and it was okay.
It was okay. Oh, imagine how nervous my English teacher felt when we realized how drop-dead sexy they made Angelina Jolie as Grendel's mother.
Mostly because she's more or less nude in multiple scenes.
Yes. But she had boobies, but no nipples. This is a PG-13
turn up the
movie.
Gamma one spot. Why did you turn the gamma down one spot? Now we won't be able to see things.
I need genuine darkness in what is decidedly a rather dark story.
Thank you for putting on subtitles, though.
You're welcome. Oh, believe me, the audio for the dialogue sequences does drop out quite a bit, and again, also the assumption, because we are commentating over the game, that we're not going to be able to hear people talking in the game unless we also are not talking at the same time.
Okay, so we've got what is effectively a Dynasty Warriors control scheme. At least a base for a Dynasty Warriors control scheme.
We have a Dynasty Warriors control scheme and a largely God of War looking type of fight sequences ahead.
Yeah. I was as we were going through, the teaser movie, I was like, why haven't we done Dante's Inferno? And the correct answer is Dante's Inferno is incredibly YouTube unfriendly. But the thing is, one day we're gonna look past that and actually do Dante's Inferno. God damn it!
It can be done. I have the tools. I have the know-how. I might even have the patience. Now the question is, gamers, viewers, readers, scholars, historians, do you have the patience to sit through this 5-hour-long video game?
So is that supposed to be an eel, or?
Oh, it is something much greater than an eel.
Master of battles, king of the day.
Also, let's be clear that although they used the likenesses of the characters from the movie, they did not get the voice actors in the same manner. The voice actors for this game are all new, brought in for the project.
Okay, then.
The bards once sang of how I slayed the
Beowulf,
great dragon of the north.
as transcribed by an anonymous monk around the 13th century,
To celebrate our
was based on oral tradition passed down from generation to generation. Now, it is worth pointing out that this is a Christian monk who wrote down a story that came from a largely unchristian source, and that's where all the Christ theism and references comes in, not only in the book but also in the movie. In the movie, characters can be seen talking about what it means to believe in Christ as Lord, and what it does, and they're just laughing. That's funny. I'm gonna keep drinking mead. And also why Beowulf, the character in the epic poem, makes frequent praises to God, and also pleas for blessings, especially for skill in battle.
Now, they really like this very shiny title.
Okay, Wiggler.
Beowulf, Beowulf, Beowulf.
Go ahead and give him a head start, Wiggler. Never makes a difference anyway.
Ready, steady, go!
This time, victory's mine.
Welcome to the third-person game, Beowulf the game.
Okay, I noticed that you're not yet sprinting.
We don't have a sprint in this game.
We don't have a sprint?
To the Mosen Shah.
Calm yourself, Mr. Gerda.
No,
there
this
are
is horrible.
so
Virtually
many
every
things.
single third-person action game released in the past 20 years has had a goddamn sprint button.
This game will challenge you to keep a cool head on your shoulders while you find not just one, but numerous things that are wrong with this game. And we've already found the first one after playing for only 20 seconds. We do not have a sprint button. What we do have, in addition to constant fixed running speed, in addition to walking speed option, is wall climbing.
Barely. Our wall climbing barely fucking functions. Yeah, this is supposed to be a more or less automated sequence with us, just going up to the next key trigger, and yet here we are fumbling on the terrain.
I'll have my fellow commentator know that the game mechanics that we've been exposed to, like walking and wall climbing, will be prevalent throughout the entire game. So we will give a solid thumbs up to Beowulf the game for teaching us these ways of going through the map and completing challenges that will continue to be relevant throughout the entire experience going through the story.
Yeah, you barely fucking make that. Jesus.
On the subject of story, this Act 1 segment is largely an invention of Beowulf the game. That Beowulf must first prove himself as worthy to fight the monsters, to gain the glory, which will eventually send him to the Danish kingdom of Hrothgar. I'm sorry, no, Hrothgar is the name of the king.
Harrod.
Harrod, thank you. These Scandinavian names will trip me up quite a bit.
Okay, so do we have fall damage?
Do we have fall damage? No, we do not have fall damage. The reason why we don't have fall damage is when you approach a ledge, one of two things is going to happen. You're either going to drop down and hang and do a wall hang. If you decide to not hang on the wall and drop down, if you have that option, then you will simply slide down the wall as we had just done. Or there will be an invisible wall that will block you. So there isn't fall damage, thankfully, is not a thing in this game. I think we could safely say that normally fall damage, what it does is it raises the challenge. Players will find this game challenging enough.
It doesn't necessarily raise the challenge. It just inflicts punishment on you. So it looks as though the crabs themselves only take 2 heavy attacks in order to actually take down.
I fought mud crabs more fearsome than you.
I need no weapons.
Yeah. Really tell him who's boss, Beowulf. Swing those shoulders.
Somebody will get killed.
What a shame that we're playing a third-person game, and only occasionally will you actually see that the likeness for Beowulf is based on Ray Winstone, who played Beowulf in the 2007 movie.
So what is our normal light attack string? Is it a 3 or is it a 4 hit? Because I've seen you do both.
We do have a combo menu available. It's on the start menu. You can look up combos for Beowulf. Some strings can be as short as 2 or 3 hits. Others can be as long as 4 or 5 hits.
All right, boys, enough. You'll both choke on your pride before you even hit the wall.
And that is Wiggloff.
You two really have a
It's played by the same man who played Professor Moody in Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire.
Even though in this game he's trying very much to be Jason Momoa.
But it is also full of charm. So irresistible.
And so Hrothgar continues to narrate with a voice that they very badly wish was actually Anthony Hopkins, who played Hrothgar in the movie.
And monster slayer. And as a king.
He had better things to do.
Okay, so are we actually going to wrestle the serpent, or?
Well, first we have to mention Brekka.
Who has been ate by the serpent?
Now, Brekka is going to show up much later in the game. So we have all but won the challenge of Brekka, but we have one more thing to prove, is that we, Beowulf, are flippin' badass and can
we're
defeat
just ripping
monsters
off the God of War 1 Hydra fight. Okay.
neither with armor or with weapons.
Although with the tail slap, this is gonna feel a lot. I do like that our health actually regenerates very quickly, even in combat. That's nice.
Health regenerates as you inflict hits on your enemies. So notice that the boss at that moment did not have a health bar.
My shining hero.
There's a rather sexy introduction to Grendel's mother, who at the moment is an anonymous golden babe who had demonstrably saved our lives.
So is that how we get our Devil Trigger?
Devil Trigger. It basically is Devil Trigger, honestly.
Carnal
Fury. Remember that there are 2 ways of going through life. We can be noble, we can be steadfast in our virtues, or we can unleash the beast within. A rage drives one to blindness, the inability to distinguish between good and evil, all in the name of personal pride. But with carnal fury, we will defeat this 3-segment long boss.
It's kind of weird that it has a charge mechanic on it, but to be fair, Devil Trigger has it too. It's just that you never end up using it.
Carnal Fury costs health in order to activate. You will find that by charging Carnal Fury, you are actually putting yourself in serious risk of getting killed. And get ready for the quick time events.
I noticed that we're actually suffering some pretty significant slowdown whilst we're under Carnal Fury, though.
Now, come on, you gotta do the thing, Cloud. Nah,
Past
you didn't.
Cloud, it was flashing on your screen for a whole 3.5 seconds. Come on.
Oh, did I mention that this is a blind playthrough? Oh, you better get ready to hear these sound bites throughout the entire game, because they seldom change. Alright, let's try this one more time. First step, drop the boss. Second step, start the quick time sequence.
Okay. And then you have the attack its eye. Really, we're gonna pull off its horn and then stab its eye with the horn. Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now
we
get ready to
successfully
do that
killed
2 more
one
times.
Serpent.
Oh yeah, huh, there is more than one. So the health bar is actually a shared health bar among the various
Across all
serpents.
4? Yeah, 4 serpents.
1, 2, 3. Well, we only have to take out 2 more health bars when you really look at it. It's a little more like the Living Failures boss fight than the Shadows of Yharnam boss fight from Bloodborne. I need no weapon to kill you. And at this moment, I don't even think we have real control over the camera.
No, you wouldn't have control of the camera for this fight. It's very specifically a cinematic tutorial.
Yep, this kind of pushed me around. It's all right. Beowulf is a king among men. He can take it.
Kind of wish
Damn.
we. Oh, if you fail the quick time event during it, he actually does throw you off. Okay.
Yep, he regenerates a little bit of health, so you have to damage him back to until he's in a critical hurt state. Hey, get closer so I can punch you, monster.
All right.
Grab. Hey.
And then Y.
C. Hey.
And stab.
And
One
stab
more
the
down,
eyeball.
2 more to go.
Boink. Where are you, monsters?
It's on the left, Mr. Passcloud.
Okay, I see that. Forgive me. That has been a little while since I've actually played the game. Health does regenerate over time, but it regenerates especially quickly while you're inflicting blows on your opponent.
So these scorpion serpents, are they supposed to be Jormungand, or are they just supposed to be large serpents?
They're supposed to be large serpents. Men have been telling legends of sea monsters since the days of Homer and Odysseus.
Yeah.
It's a thing. It's a thing.
Stab.
You know, like they can actually see what the monster looked like. It's dark. It's raining. It's windy. Hell yeah! Cut his throat open.
Yeah. Be safe, everybody.
You got the Eye Gouger achievement. Many more achievements await in Beowulf.